Good evening, just call me
I
Denise.
suppose you know that what PDRs are.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Council. And you
the
know
state
that
is not
PDRs,
certain whether
Council
they're
here, yes
taxable
or
in
no?
nature.
And you know that PDRs consists of a deposit price and an option price,
Yes,
Council.
but that
Now,
is
thank
still
you, Council,
questionable
here,
whether
yes
they
or
are
no?
taxable
Now,
in
would you admit as part of the case is that Rappler Holdings Company received 180 million pesos from its sale of PDRs from North-based media and Omidyar.
And Rappler
yes,
also,
Council, only a mere yes or no.
98.84%
This is a
of
fact of the
Rappler
case. I'll take that as a
which
yes.
makes them
And you know that such
inextricably
payment therein represents a deposit price.
That is still questionable.
That
Ms.
is the
Speaker.
deposit
That
price,
has not
Council,
been
because
determined by
there
any
is
court.
receipt
So
of
you're
such
saying that you know
consideration.
better?
Now, thank you, Council. Have you come across Revenue Memorandum Circular number
Of course,
16-2013?
I have mentioned
Thank
it.
you, Council. So you admit that the content of this Revenue Memorandum Circular is that all deposit and accounts received by a taxpayer shall be subjected to income tax and recorded in his books of accounts. Council, that is what is provided in the Revenue Memorandum Circular. Now, clearly, Council, it is the deposit price of the sale that BIR is asking to be taxed in this 2015 transaction.
Ms. Speaker, you are
Your
missing the
Honors,
point
it has
of this
been
debate.
established,
This is
Your
not
Honors,
about
that
tax.
Rappler is not declaring its sale from PDRs to Omidyar and North-based media, Your Honors, which established a probable cause for
What
this
is your
tax
question,
evasion
Ms.
charge.
Speaker?
Tax evasion charge against them. Now, Your Honor, and now, Council. Now, do you know the nature of a holding company, Council?
Yes.
Thank
And a
you,
holding
Council.
company
And
is
you know
not-
that the parts of the facts of the case is that Rappler Holdings Company purchased parts or shares from Rappler Media Incorporated
Yes, I am
and
aware.
issued
Yes, I am aware, Ms.
PDRs to
Speaker. However,
Omidyar
that
and
is not
North-based
the spirit
media.
of this
Thank you,
debate.
Council. That is part
That
of the
could
case.
have been
Now, and
pursued
you
had
know
they
what the
followed
definition of
procedure
dealer in securities is,
under
right?
the law.
You know what the definition of dealer in securities is, right?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. And they
Rappler
are
does not
engaging
fall under the
buying
definition
and
of
selling securities
That is left
from the
undetermined, Ms.
another.
Speaker.
Rob, you've got 4 minutes to tell us why it would not be in the country's best interest to consider the legal challenges of Rappler as a violation of the constitutional right to free speech.
Team Core Jesu is for free speech. We are for the freedom of the press, Your Honors. What we are against is the violation of our tax laws, the evasion of our taxes, and the use of such constitutional right as a cloak to criminal liability. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Honors, good evening. Tonight, I will prove to you that the tax evasion case is not persecution, but legal prosecution, Your Honors, because Rappler committed a crime, and there is probable cause to believe so. But before I proceed, Your Honors, allow me to rebut the erroneous claims of the affirmative. Your Honors, in the case of CIR versus Pascor, the court ruled that the criminal charge of tax evasion need not go through the process of assessment, field audit, and administrative investigation before the case can be filed to the courts, Your Honor. What is important is that there is subsequent notice to the taxpayer that is charged with this case, Your Honors. And the main purpose is not to demand liability, Your Honors, but to penalize the violation of our tax laws. Now, onto my constructive, Your Honors. In the case of Hartman versus Moore, Your Honors, it has been stated that an essential element of retaliatory prosecution is the absence of probable cause. Your Honors, it means that it will be presumed that it is retaliatory when there is no solid basis for filing a case. But this is not the case in Rappler, Your Honors. There is proof that Rappler failed to declare or failed to provide sufficient information in its value-added tax return for the second, third, and fourth quarters of the year 2015. It also failed to pay 162 million pesos, Your Honors, from its sale of PDRs to Omidyar and North-based media, acting as a dealer in securities. They also claim that they are tax exempt under the SRC Section 10, but this does not hold ground, Your Honors, because this is merely for registration. Under Revenue Memorandum Circular number 16-2013, all deposits and cash advances received by a taxpayer shall form part of his gross income from his books of accounts in the same taxable year, thus taxable, Your Honors. Because there is proof that Rappler did not pay their taxes properly and did not declare their profits accordingly, probable cause can be established from such fact, Your Honors. In the case of Commissioner versus Estate of Toda Jr., the court enunciated that the elements of tax evasion are as follows. First is that there is an unlawful course of action. Second, that there is intent. And third, that there is an end to be achieved, which in this case is the payment of taxes which is less than that due to the taxpayer. Your Honors, all these elements are present in the case of Rappler, Your Honors. For such, probable cause has been established. Clearly, Your Honors, in this case, Rappler should face all these accusations in court head-on and should stop waiving their prospered right to free speech, Your Honors, because this is not a magic wand that will make all their problems go away, Your Honors. It simply won't. Rappler must abide by the law because clearly, no one should be above it. Thank you, Your Honors.
2 minutes for the cross-examination.
Ms. Speaker, you mentioned in your speech the case of CAR versus Pascor, correct?
Yes.
That involves a commercial enterprise, correct?
Yes, Counsel.
And you
But
also
these are the
please let
same.
me proceed.
These are the
Did
same
you
facts, Counsel,
mention the
because
case of
these are
Harman
tax
versus
evasion
Moore?
cases filed
Ms.
by the
Speaker,
state
please,
to
please
the
proceed.
taxpayer.
Let me
Yes,
proceed
Counsel.
with my question, please. You mentioned the case of Harman versus Moore, correct?
Yes,
That
correct.
is a commercial enterprise, correct?
Counsel, these are
Okay.
tax evasion
Okay.
cases
Okay, let
again,
me
Counsel.
proceed with my-
And you are
let me
putting
proceed.
it in the wrong place,
No,
Counsel.
Ms.
That is a
Speaker.
fallacy,
Are
Counsel.
you aware of the case of DYY versus PCC?
Yes, Counsel.
Did it not state that when what is involved is a media enterprise, it
Counsel,
is to
this
be
does not
treated
hold
with
true
caution?
because again, Counsel, this is not a magic wand.
Because it is
have
to
you
be
heard
treated
the?
with
Have you
caution.
read the case of Celdran versus People, Counsel?
Ms. Speaker, this is my time.
Yes,
Please let
Counsel,
me ask my
proceed.
question. Now, in this cases of Pascor and Moore, did it not that the court collected taxes and ruled that it should be observed with due process?
Yes, Counsel,
Therefore,
because it is
when
an
what is
expression of the
involved, Ms.
state, but
Speaker,
you
is a
cannot
commercial enterprise.
we
Please let
cannot
me
just
proceed.
say that it is
Ms.
a
Speaker, let
violation
me
of the
proceed with my time.
Constitution,
This is my
Counsel,
time. You will have
because
to
we
speak.
have to answer it properly in
Your Honor,
court.
may I please be permitted to ask my question?
Yes, go, Counsel.
Ms.
Go,
Speaker,
Counsel. Gago.
when what is involved, therefore, is a commercial enterprise, the court seems to protect due process, right?
Yes, Counsel.
With all the more reason then what is involved is a
But this
media
is not an
enterprise,
absolute
then
fact,
there
Your
must be
Counsel,
protection of
because
due
we know
process,
for a fact
lest
that
it would lead
in
into a
fighting that
chilling
you have
effect.
to do that in the proper
Correct?
area. That is the court.
Also,
and
you-
that
okay,
is not to say that your defense should
okay.
be unconstitutionality,
No,
Counsel.
this is not
That is a
okay,
proper
Ms. Speaker, let me proceed with my
you have to
question.
properly thresh that
Okay.
out in the courts,
Okay.
Counsel, and you cannot just
Okay,
invoke
clearly you
your
are
right to free speech,
confusing
Counsel.
the spirit
no,
of
again,
this
Counsel,
debate.
we are
Clearly
not
you are
for free.
confusing.
We
Okay,
are
Ms.
for free
Speaker,
speech,
no further
Counsel.
questions.
Let's now hear from the third affirmative speaker.